I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at a bookstore, just browsing, when I saw her. She was in the history aisle, completely absorbed in a book, and for a moment it felt like the entire world just faded into the background. My heart did that stupid thing where it starts hammering against my ribs, and a single thought echoed in my mind: you have to go talk to her. Instantly, a civil war broke out in my head. The voice of fear started screaming. What would you even say? She's probably waiting for her boyfriend. Don't bother her, she's reading. You'll just make a fool of yourself. 100 different excuses, 100 different ways to fail before I even started. But then, a quieter, deeper voice chimed in. If you walk out that door right now, you will think about this for the rest of the day. Maybe even the rest of the week. The regret will be worse than the rejection. I paused. What really was the worst that could happen? She tells me to leave her alone? Okay. I can survive that. So I took a deep breath, walked over, and said the most honest thing I could think of. Excuse me. I know this is random, but I saw you from across the store, and I knew I'd spend all day kicking myself if I didn't at least come over and say hello. And in that instant, two incredible things happened. First, I felt this enormous sense of relief. I wasn't performing. I wasn't trying to be some super suave character from a movie. I just let my genuine thought out, and it felt incredibly liberating. Second, she smiled. A real, genuine smile. We started talking about the book she was holding, then other books, and then life. It was effortless. And it all stemmed from that single moment of dropping the act and letting her see the real me. Ever since that day, this has become my guiding principle. I don't use lines. I don't try to force a persona. I just communicate what's actually going on in my mind. I truly believe that most other strategies are just shields we use to hide our true selves, and today, I'm going to show you how to put down that shield for good. Think about it this way. A long time ago, I read a fascinating piece on the psychology of posture. It explained that our posture isn't just about how we hold our bodies. It's a direct reflection of our internal state. When we feel defeated or insecure, we naturally slouch. Our shoulders curve inward, our head drops. It's a primal instinct to make ourselves smaller, to avoid drawing attention, to protect our vital organs. Conversely, when we feel confident and powerful, we stand tall. Our chest is open, our shoulders are back. We subconsciously take up more space because we aren't afraid of being seen. What's truly amazing is that this is a two-way street. You can actually change your internal state by consciously changing your posture. Try it right now. Sit or stand up straight. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, and hold it for 30 seconds. You will feel a noticeable shift in your mood and confidence. It's a small physical change that sends a powerful signal to your subconscious mind. Your method of communication works in the exact same way. For years, society, movies, and maybe even our own friends have taught us to be indirect with our intentions. We're told to play it cool, to hide our interest, to be mysterious. This is the slouched way of communicating. It's defensive. It's fearful. It communicates on a subconscious level that you're afraid of rejection and that you don't believe you're worthy of her attention. The alternative is what I call honest intent. It's the conversational equivalent of standing up straight. It's about being direct, clear, and unafraid to show your interest. And here's the secret. Women are incredibly attracted to this because courage is attractive. Let me give you a clear example. When I'm on a date with a woman I find interesting, one of the first things I might ask is, so, just to be clear, are you single? The intention behind that question is unmistakable, right? I am asking because I am romantically interested, and I'm not playing games or trying to hide it. I'm putting my cards on the table. You can use this principle in countless ways. Instead of fumbling for a clever compliment, you can simply state your observation. Things like, you have a really captivating energy. It made me want to come talk to you. Or even, I'll be honest, you're so cute you're making me forget my train of thought. And one of my favorites after a few minutes of good conversation is, okay, I can already tell I'm going to enjoy getting to know you. These statements are powerful because they are born from confidence, not from a need for approval. This is the biggest reason so many guys get stuck in the dreaded friend zone. They are afraid to show genuine, direct, romantic interest. This directness eliminates all the gray area. It makes things black and white. It's simple, it's authentic, and it doesn't require you to be a genius with words. It just requires a bit of courage. Now, this is a very important point, so listen closely. There is a huge difference between showing honest intent and showing needy desperation. This is the rule that will change everything for you. It's perfectly fine to show a woman that you are attracted to her. The mistake is to act like you are completely sold on her before you even know her. Let me break that down. A woman who is even moderately attractive is used to men fawning over her. She assumes you're interested the moment you approach. If you try to hide that attraction, she'll either think you're weak and insecure, or she'll just assume you want to be her friend. So, showing interest is mandatory, but you shouldn't give her all of your validation at once. The distinction lies in how you phrase things. For example, instead of a generic compliment like, "Your dress is so beautiful," which is what every other guy says, you can express your interest by saying, "I like your style." Can you feel the difference? "Your dress is beautiful" is a compliment seeking her approval. "I like your style" is a statement of your personal taste. It comes from a place of equality, not worship. A friend gives compliments. A potential lover expresses interest. A friend says, "You're so smart." A potential lover says, "I'm intrigued by the way you think." The first one places her on a pedestal. The second one invites her into a conversation as an equal. I want you to burn this idea into your mind. When you talk to a woman, your goal is not to compliment her. Your goal is to express what you find interesting about her, while also showing that you are a man with his own standards. You might say, "You have a great taste in music, but I'm not so sure about your favorite movie." This shows you are engaged, but you are not a mindless yes man. Ultimately, the actual words you use are only a small part of the equation. Attraction is 80 to 90% nonverbal. It's your subcommunication. It's your tone of voice, your body language, the way you hold eye contact, even the rhythm of your breathing. Your subcommunication speaks directly to her subconscious, which is where feelings of attraction are actually born. And do you know what the most powerful subcommunication is? The unwavering belief that you are a man with options. A man who has choices in his dating life behaves differently. He assumes that women are attracted to him because that has been his reality. When he meets a new woman, he defaults to assuming she's interested. And if she's not, it doesn't shatter his world. He doesn't get flustered or take it personally because he knows there are other options. Compare that to a man who doesn't feel he has many options. He assumes women are not attracted to him. So if he gets even a tiny signal of interest from a woman, he latches on. He gets needy. He tries way too hard to impress her because deep down he doesn't believe he deserves her, and he's terrified of losing this one chance. But have you ever noticed that the harder you try to force someone to like you, the more they pull away? That's because trying too hard subcommunicates that you lack options. And women are not biologically wired to be attracted to a man who lacks options. I know I'm repeating this, but it's the most important concept to understand. Women desire men who are desired by other women. Men with options assume attraction. So if you were to truly assume attraction, what would you do? You'd look her in the eye. You'd introduce yourself. And you'd tell her why you came over. "Hey, I thought you were attractive. My name is John." It's that simple. If you're feeling particularly witty or charming in that moment, then by all means, say something clever. But only if it feels genuine. Because if you're feeling nervous, and you try to deliver a super confident line, your subcommunication will betray you. Your words will say one thing, but your body will scream another. When you're not feeling it, just keep it simple. Your only mission is to find out who she is as a person, and decide if she is interesting enough for you to spend your time on. Anything more than that is trying too hard, and it will only work against you. You know that story I told you at the beginning, in the bookstore? I have a confession to make. That isn't exactly what happened. The person who went and talked to that girl, that was my friend. I was the one who stood there, paralyzed by overthinking, and eventually walked out the door alone. I regretted it for weeks, but I learned more from that single failure than from a dozen successes. And if my mistake can serve as the lesson that prevents you from making the same one, then I'm glad it happened. Don't be the guy who walks away. Be the one who says hello. If you found this exploration insightful, please give this video a like and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of modern relationships. This is Goodbye, Mr. Nice. Thank you for watching.